Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome. So we're here today with Kingdom Manga chapter 674 reaction. As always, we'll be reading these well, not as always, as recently, I guess I should say. We will be reading these on the Read Kingdom website. So the last thing that we saw was basically the Zhao invasion starting again, and we were made aware of the fatal flaw of this 6 great generals system. Can you see how like there's tiny ice clumps in there? It's very difficult to make out. They're just barely visible. Barely. That's exactly how I like my water. Ice cold. Ice cold. Freezing, one may say. Anyway though, let us... Shrum's better. That's better, it's more natural, but that looks better. Anyway. Chapter 674. Invitation to a harsh terrain. That's a dark mode here. I like dark mode. We're evil. Nice page of Shin. Muff. Ray wakes up. Morning already. What? Katie, good morning. You were awake? Yeah, morning. Katie, I had a really bad dream. I can't shake this uneasiness in my chest. Same here. I told Shin that we have to stay as strong as we've always been. And he said he and I are always strong. Is he wrong? Is he wrong? Is he wrong? No. Hey Ray, I told him that if our minds were distracted with anything other than battle, we'd get weaker. But he said that even if we did, we'd still be strong. What do you think? No clue. Now wake up and pay attention. Am I strong, Ray? The strongest. But listen to me, Kaney. In a dream, Shiki told me something bad. She said, "What's wrong, Kaney? Did something bad happen?" No. Actually, I'm happy. Letting those feelings out finally makes her happy. That's nice. And anxious. She's totally half asleep. I get it. Sleep some more, Kaney. I'll bring... So we're not finding out what Shiki said. Okay. Dickhead. I'll bring you some breakfast. No, I'll come too. You sure? It's chilly. Step. It's the commander, Kyukai-san. Oh, wow, she's cute even in the morning. She's so pretty, especially today for some reason. That's those love blues. When you're in love, you just radiate that brilliance. Ray like, Oh. Well, the hair was flowing long and everything. They were all admiring her, and she, let's get rid of it. Like me. Huh? Alrighty, swish. Huh? Let me see, short-haired Kyukai. Kaini. Whatever. I'm calling her Kaini, alright? Not Kaini. I know I call her Kyukai. I'm still gonna call her K-Ni. I know Ni-san, Ni, so that's why K, and then Ni, K sister, whatever. For me, she'll be Kaini. As long as it says Kaini and Kyukai when it says Kyukai. He's seen in the headquarters, yawn. Good morning, everyone. Sorry for calling all of the top brass here so early. Messengers from the Osin and Kanki armies came. They said to head on up to attack Zhao's position. Sorry, we were the last to arrive. Nah, Kyukai's not here yet. Oh, she's here, huh? Good morning. She looks identical to how she did when she first joined. I quite like that. We're taking her back all the way to the beginning. Good morning. Well, they're all shook. Kyukai! Your hair! What happened? You cut it? Yeah, I did. How come? It was long. Wait, what? She was still half asleep when she cut it. Huh? I'm fully awake. Every now and then you do things I just don't get, Kaney. I even had to fix it for you since you chopped it all willy-nilly. I'm pretty good, right? Cute. Kawaii. Huh? Got it. What? I didn't say anything. Liar. Come on. That's not what I meant. I meant cute, like I'd call a kid cute. That's Shin's, alright? Be careful. Oh, Kyukai, did something happen? No, really no. It's appropriate. A new look for a new era spearheaded by the 6 greats. The Heishin unit has to get pumped up for this. Right, Captain? They're right. Okay. Shin, your face... It's not. Well, I mean, it's darkened. I don't know if it's all red. Huh? He's right. Acting all cool and downright. Yeah. I guess he likes Kyukai's hairdo. Shut the hell up. Settle down. Let's start. Okay, damn it. I hate them because they're teasing us with it, but they're not going ahead. They're kind of like putting it off, which is very appropriate for them. But if it frustrates me as well. It's both. On the path to conquering Zhao's capital, Kantan, there lay two final roadblocks: the strongholds of Wuzhou, Wucheng, and Heizhou, Heibi, Kanki, Osen, Yotanwa, Zhao, Heio, Wuzhou, Kantan, Wuhan. Okay. I ain't gonna remember all that, but I'll try my best, regardless. Aiming to capture both forts, Osen, Yotanwa, and Kanki's three armies began their invasion. Zhao, of course, did their best to prevent Shin's advance by setting up defensive lines. Okay. While the Heishin unit was situated between the Osen and Kanki armies, there were no orders from Kanji to merge with one of the two armies. Okay. The two armies had been told to advance to the north, and the Heishin unit could only advance alongside them. Huh? We still don't know which army we'll be fighting with. Not so loud. Yeah, that's right. Kaio 10 said to approach the front lines and await instructions as the battle unfolds. I much prefer Osen's army. Yeah, I mean, Osen's not great, but Kanki is just... Look, I'll tell you right now, Ray would fit in perfectly with the Kanki. Actually, maybe not the current Ray. The current Ray is a lot more calmer. Immediately. It changed almost immediately, but yeah, it's pretty cool. For now, Kaio 10 predicts that we'll join up with Osen. Since terrain-wise, it's easy for him to head for Buzhou, so she says he'll probably rally his forces here. Yeah, that'd be nice, huh? Oh, look, it's the Oh, goodness. It's the Gakuka. Ah, you're right. They've also come up north, eh? Shin. Moten. What about Ohan? So, you guys have no idea where you're going to be ordered to either, right? We didn't while we were still en route, but we just received word to report to Osen this morning. What? How come only you did? Who knows? Maybe they think that they can't win without us. I wonder if we're going to be under Osen too. Haha, Kanki sounds like a rough time. I guess so. The six greats have each begun to enforce their own strategies more freely. Kanki, it seems, has been gathering up surrounding units for a reckless... I mean, that sounds like Kanki. That sounds like Kanki. Hey, we're just gonna run. And he's playing checkers. So he's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. And that's supposed to make us stronger. We've just been left hanging. The uncertainty... I think they all want the Heishin... Maybe that's why. They all want the Heishin to join them. They're like... they're all fighting already. That would be cool. We've just been left hanging. The uncertainty harms morale. If you guys are uncertain, the enemy must be even more confused. For example, if, at the moment of truth, Osen reveals a strategy and brings the Gakukai and Heishin units storming in, the enemies will for sure be on the back foot. The Gakukai and Heishin units have powers to behold these days, and because they didn't integrate us from the get-go, I'm sure Osen and the other generals want to use our flexibility to their advantage. And the Gyokuho is also included, of course. Wait, the Gyokuho is here too? Yeah. They must have gone onto the front lines by now. They're probably ahead of us. They're probably ahead of you guys, huh? So they've been given orders first, huh? But if they're already ahead, they already been told whom to join. Yeah, alright. Speaking of Ohan, did you hear about what happened to him? Something happened? What? Oh, well, it's not bad news, but his kid... I mean, that's awesome. Makes sense. He's from a prestigious family, you know. Their job is to, as quickly as possible, get the bloodline going in case they die. So that's nice. What? Okay, what do we get? Oh, let's head. Did he get married? Yep, 2 years ago. My goodness, I didn't invite shit. The shade, the shade. Throw that shit. Come on, man. Come on. After all you've gone through, come on. 2 years ago, after coming back to Kanji from the battle at Gyo and becoming a general, he got married before coming back to war. The Gakukai and Heishin units came back together, but the Gyokuho was 1 day later. That's when they celebrated. Yeah, that bastard Ohan got married and has a kid. Ha! Whoever wanted that dude must be one weird girl. I bet she never laughs and is always sarcastic like him. No way. Saika is a flexible. He knows it. I think everyone got invited except, hey, Saika is a flexible, cheerful, and kind. On top of that, she's cute as hell. What? Saika was a fiance for a while. I met her twice, and she's a very nice girl. Fiance? What's up with that? So he's had a kid. So he's had a secret like that. Wait, hold up. Do you have one too, Moten, a fiance? I do. I mean, so do you technically. So do you technically, alright? Haha, I'm joking. I'm not engaged. You got me good. I couldn't stand being tied down to one person. My goodness, this guy's a player. Whatever works for you. Man, we've gotten to that age all of a sudden now. Man, oh man, being a father, can't imagine it. Moten summer, it's about time, alright. 10? Well, not 10. Then, I'm off, Shin. If you also end up with Osen, let's fight side by side again. I love their relationship. I love the relationship with Ohan as well, but still. Anyway, if you see Ohan, congratulate him for me, would you? Try to stay alive, both of you. Motion-sama, even if you don't get married, I'll always be by your side. Don't joke about that, Aizen. Damn it, Ohan bastard, keeping a wife and a child secret like that. I'm not congratulating him. That's final. Yeah. Blush. On QK and Kaio 10 and chill. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. You know that well, that's cute. And from that cuteness, we go right into the slaughter. And these are obviously Kanki's men, because you can tell by the tattoos, you can tell by the savageness, you can tell by them just running in. There was a Kanki, of course. Kanki began a fierce attack unlike any he'd ordered before. He buried many an enemy, but many Shin lives were violently squandered. God damn it, Kanki! I told him it was impossible! Kanki's eyes, however, seemed to be having fun with it. Chaos. Destruction. Kanki decided to press on with the attack through unfavorable terrain, aiming to take the city of AQ. Okay, we didn't see that city before, but okay, now we do. As they approached, the left wing was stopped in its tracks, locked in a brutal fight. AQ's terrain makes it a terrible target, and yet he's sending his soldiers to fight there. Kanki's the worst. Judging from early reports, yes. Attacking that place is probably one of the worst ideas you could have. He must be losing an absurd amount of troops. And in line with Kaio 10's prediction, the left wing was intercepted on its way to AQ and was nearly annihilated. Kanki army, left wing. I mean, he didn't get to become a great general by doing the ordinary things that nobody else predicts. He got there by being who he is. So let's just trust in him for some reason. Although to me, he just seems like someone that, again, he is someone that plays chess while other players play checkers. That's just the way it is. He's 5 steps ahead. Gunji, he's Komugi. And in line with Kaio 10's predictions, the left wing was intercepted on its way to Aiken and was nearly annihilated. And so, Captain! And there remains of the Gyokuho encampment up ahead. So they headed in the same direction. We're almost caught to him. Might as well go. Greet him, I guess, huh? Encampment remains. Captain, there's not a single Gyokuho soldier. What? It seems that the Gyokuho was called to the battlefield by Kanki. Okay. And thus, following Kanki's orders, the Gyokuho duly headed for AQ, where they would be dragged into Kanki's bloody invasion of... I mean, the one thing you can say about the Gyokuho is that they are powerful. And I feel like that was exactly something that Kanki is great at. He's like this... In a very similar way to like Mobu, it's just that Mobu is more so direct force, physical force, whereas Kanki, he likes to play people. If he figures out like what the opposing general is, he likes to get into their head. And the Gyokuho is powerful. They're not... Okay, they've become a lot more tactically flexible, but the main strength is power. The spear, power. So, it works very well. It works truly, amazingly, very, very well. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to just check something. Be right back with chapter 675. Hi. 676. Oh, sorry, 675. Not 676. This was 674. Yes. 675. Let's hop right in. I am recording. Yes, I am. Okay. Coolio. It's been like 5 minutes. Onwards. Kanki. Onwards. Akio, front lines. Hang in there, Kushin. Cough. They've definitely seen better days. So those guys are the left wing's main unit. What a sorry sight. It's all because we're attacking in this damn terrain that's messed up. It's almost our turn, ain't it, to attack Akio? Honsama, it really is impossible to attack Akio. I shall send a messenger to Kanki at once. Well, you're already here. You Gyokuho people sure work hard. I am one of greater He likes saying that, doesn't he? He likes saying, I'm one of greater General Kanki's close advisors, a gentleman Madon. Nice to meet you, Green. They're all like, man, we can't stand you. I expected at least a smarter retort. As you may know, we're currently in a brutal stalemate. The Gyokuho will be at the center of the left wing and tip the scales in our favor. No. Please ask General Kanki to No, that's not gonna happen. Pardon? It will merely result in pointless death. The left wing should avoid AQ entirely and run over your central army, aiming for AQ. It goes beyond recklessness. It's a fool's errand. And yet, Kanki has won battle after battle using these tactics you military bumpkins can't fathom. Don't question what you don't understand. Just do as you're told. That's an order from one of the 6 greats. We won't. Are you defying orders? You're gonna get court-martialed for that. Taking AQ would indeed confer a strategic advantage. The left wing could begin a flanking maneuver, greatly aiding the central and right wing armies, which would turn the tide of the battle in our favor. Yes, breaking through the defensive lines here is imperative to reach Heyo, our true objective. We get that. What I'm saying is it can't be done. We alone don't have enough forces. If the central army lent us a hand with, for example, soldiers from the Kanki army, Maron. My lips are dry. And now it's peeling off because I'm seeing so much. That's better. And now it's chapped, but oh well. Our royalists, when I first arrived, almost all the troops fighting to take AQ are from other units. They're not Kanki soldiers. Is that so bad? I think. Shut the hell up, Akakin. Generals shouldn't pick and choose who gets to live or die. It's not really picking and choosing. It just so happened that the stronger troops we want to keep fresh are ours. The outsiders just happen to be weaker and thus get sent to the meat grinder. Besides, aren't you the one being picky, Ohan? What? Am I perhaps wrong? If Osen had been the ones to give you this order, you would have done right. You would have dove right in without a peep of complaint, right? Try and prove this fact. Okay, I see where he's going. Now he's playing. That's what I'm saying. Even Kangi's own men, Maran here, is playing the game. He's playing the people. It feels so good when you're drinking water, right? That's ice cold, and then like chunks of like ice, very thin chunks of like ice of the water. I just like float it as well, like, oh yes, yes, yeah. That's just kind of how it feels. But now you see, even Maron is playing. Ohon, they're playing people. Capture AQ, General Ohon. Whether the Kanki army can reach Heyo or not is on the shoulders of the Gyokuho army, Fufu, the Hishin encampment between the Osen and Kanki army. What the hell's going on? We're finally at the front lines. I haven't heard a thing from either of the damn armies. If enemies focusing on both Osen and Kanki, doesn't seem like they'll come for us anytime soon. Then why don't we move ahead by ourselves? It's not that simple. Up ahead is the center of Zhao's defense line. We wouldn't be able to do jack. And how about going to aid Osen of our volition? He's the first choice of the three. No, we can't. The only orders we've received are to stand by and wait here. Everyone else is fighting. Captain! A report from Giko, who's been closely following the Gyokuho. It appears the Gyokuho has joined Kanki's left wing and have become the main force after the rest have been almost annihilated. Huh? The Gyokuho is the left wing's main force? Wait a second. Isn't the left wing the thing Kaio Ten's been saying is bad news? They're the ones attacking AU. Damn, those guys are done for. Trust in Ohon. Just a tiny little bit, alright? We won't be able to turn back once we begin. There will be pointless sacrifices if we do. There is no such thing as a battle without pointless sacrifices, is there? Akaki, shut up. We just need to win. Charge! Oh, Kanki left wing, the Gyokuho army, the assault of Akio begins. I love shots like these where you just see the main, well, I was gonna say commander, but no, it's the general, and you see the army just moving forward. Kanki army headquarters. Boss! It seems the Gyokuho has engaged the enemies. I see. All the girls, they're resting. Boss, in my esteemed opinion, I do not think the Gyokuho can take Akio. Maybe so. Compared to your Tanwa and Osen, we've made more progress in our invasion. There are a lot more enemy troops concentrated here. At this rate, we may lose our left wing altogether. It would put the Kanki army in a prickly. If you made more progress in your invasion, then why is that a negative thing? There are a lot more enemy troops concentrated here. At this rate, we may lose our left wing altogether. It would put the Kanki army in a prickly situation. Rushing things seem to have backfired. Perhaps it might be a good idea to fall back a bit. Maybe so. Is that all you're going to say? Maybe so, maybe so. Maran sent this message to the central and right armies. Yes, sir. Keep on attacking at once. Do you even listen to what people say? Nah. He's playing his own game. As I always say, he is playing his own game. I don't know what his own game is yet, but once we find out, it's going to be glorious, alright? It's going to be glorious. Zhao densely reinforced its front lines against Shin's advance. You don't become a great general, right? And then you fuck up this battle, alright? That's what I'm going to say. Behind these new lines of defense, taking command of the entire force, great General Kocho's a regular army. So, getting some inside, I guess. Kocho's armies encircling headquarters. Let's head out, Kanki. Yes, sir. Kocho army, 150,000 enters battle. And they are gravely mistaken. No shin. I have to say that's an awesome scar. That's an awesome scar over his eye. That if I ever get a scar on my eye, it's kind of, I want it to be like a long scar like that. It just makes me look badass. All right. The ones being hunted are not the Zhao, Kocho Army General, Gaku Haku Go. I'm not gonna. That name is cool. I should remember it. It's not that difficult to remember. But I'm sorry. That character design. You look no bueno. I don't know what your hair is. Your hair is even worse than mine. It's the Shin, Kocho Army General, Kohaku Ko. He looks pretty cool as well, but he kind of looks generic. So, Kocho-sama has been waiting for a long time just for this moment. And out of the 3 Shin generals here, the poor man being targeted first is, this is bad, 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 this is really bad. Be quiet, calm down, Marin. How can I, Rokuo-san? Zhao's greatest general, Kocho, is bringing 150,000 soldiers against a measly 10,000. This is exactly what I feared would happen. No matter what, we must retreat at once, while we still have the time to do it, even if it means Osen takes all the credit. What? Now that the enemy main force has moved, Heiyo and Bujo are easy pickings for Osen, even though we wanted the opposite to happen. That's why I kept saying this to stop this ridiculous advance. Maron, yes, keep attacking. I knew he'd say that. I knew 10 misses. I don't know what he's expecting here. I honestly don't know what he's expecting here. But he's got a plan. He's got a plan. You don't look that... You're not that... You can't be that confident, right? And we know Kanki. We've previously been in a situation where we were all like, what is he thinking? And you know what? What he was thinking turned out to be amazing. You know? So, chapter 676. Yeah, I can squeeze in one more chapter. And then I'm going to have to take another break. Because I'm cooking right now. And I don't want the food to get burned. Just that's why I keep checking like the time. To see how long I've been recording for. Pops. Are we almost there yet? I think we'll be at Hyo soon. Well... Will they really let us into the castle? Is that just a castle plot where like some of them sticked in? If they don't let us in, we'll just have to keep heading north. We'll have to keep walking. There's nothing else to do, don't you know? The one who's headed for our way is Kanki of all people, huh? The one who's rumored to skin people alive. The flay. A captured man has many secrets. A flayed man has none. Can we ever go back home? If we can't defeat and drive away the Shin, no, but Ribaku's not fighting, is he? Kocho-sama is here in the state. Who? He's called the guardian deity of Kantan. If he is the guardian deity, why are we fleeing? No matter how strong he won't be able to protect us from the horrors of war. Damn it! Even though we're so close to the capital, to think we'd have to abandon our home, it is what it is. Even if it's just by one step, we need to get away from the Shin. Under the looming threat of invasion, refugees from around the Zhao capital flooded the roads, attempting to escape. Wave after wave of refugees march on. Why we first? Osen Army Headquarters. It appears Zhao Commander Kocho has taken 150 men and headed toward Kanki. Is that right then, Remy? Haha. I was right then. Kanki was too aggressive. This is rather convenient for us. Osen, I mean, look, you look at Osen's men, right? And Osen has been fighting with Kanki for a long time under Mogo, right? You all should know what Kanki is about, right? You all should know what Kanki is about. This is rather convenient for us. If we can get past the enemies directly ahead, we'll be able to reach Heiyo and Bujo. Then I'll force it open at once. Osen, First General, Ako. You look so fine again. Okay, that's nice. Soos, guys, can attack from the left. Then my Lord's central forces will advance. Wait, Ako. It's not that simple. Osen's Second General, Denrimi. First off, we can't just ram through it with brute force. Even though the Kocho army that was deep in the territory is now gone, the defense, at least for the moment, is strong enough. We wouldn't be able to reach the cities without squandering a great deal of troops. Also, the scary part is the Kocho army. The Kocho army? Once we begin our siege, Kocho will turn around and flank us. Yeah. On top of that, if the cities deploy armies, we'd be pincered on 3 sides. Could it be that Kocho wasn't aiming for Kanki, but for us instead? No idea. Kocho stayed in Kantan for the most part, so I have no clue what kind of strategist he is. What's Kanki up to? It seems he's preparing to meet Kocho head up. If Kocho's really aiming for him, he'll have to run with his tail between his legs. But if Kocho's aiming to pincer us, he will refrain from pursuing aggressively, and he will stay closely enough to Heiyo to return if needed. If Kanki were to actually fight Kocho, it would really help make him less of a threat for us. There's no reason for Kanki to fight, especially that means that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm gonna do. Especially not head on like that. If I know Kanki, then his real aim is for us to lure Kocho away. That way, once we're pinched and crushed by Kocho, he'll show up late to the party and have easy pickings on a real treat. He'll show up late to the party and have easy pickings on a real treat. What? What do we do then, my lord? We'll observe Kanki for the time being. Wait and see, is it? Yes. So then Remi's read was correct. I'm not sure yet. That's exactly what I mean. Like, Osen is like the logical one, right? Which is why I would have loved to have seen like just Kanki plan for like Riboku, because like Osen and Riboku, they are the logical ones. They're the ones that like, okay, I can read the battle. Kanki's like, okay, I don't need to read the battle. I want to read the people, and I'm gonna trick the people. I'm a sneaky thief. Kanki's a man like no other. His thoughts elude even me. Coming from the man that was hyped up to be like the greatest of all time, and has shown to be one of the greatest of all time. Fuego. Zhao Royal Kanki, and that's coming from somebody that has actually fought with Kanki alongside Kanki numerous times. That tells you everything. Zhao Royal Capital, Kantan. Ryaku. Zhao General, Ryaku, known as Ryaku of Defense. Koson Ryu, huh? It's been a while. Okay. Are you going to Heiyo? No, not quite. Heiyo and Mujo's defenses were always prepared by Riboku-san before. Things have finally gotten busy, eh? General Kocho is headed towards Kanki. Yes, I heard. Kanki pushed up too far. I'm guessing Kanki will retreat, but if it fights General Kocho instead, Kanki will quickly meet a bloody end. Don't make light of him. Kanki is the one who put Genpo-sama to rest among many other esteemed ones. It's the Shin who are making light of General Kocho. He was originally a fierce general who rampaged on the front lines of N. Songs were sung about the man whom even demons feared. That fame led to the previous king Tojo to recognize him, and he was deemed the guardian deity of Kantan, where he's been assigned ever since. Now that man is in battle once more. I was also on the N front lines. This is hype. To building up and for Kanki to slay him or something, and then we're gonna see the hype on Kanki even more. I was also on the N front lines when I was young. I witnessed him fighting. The people of Zhao are afraid of Kanki because of his inhuman acts, but he's not the scary one. The one to fear on the battlefield is General Kocho. Bring on that, yeah. Again, as I'm saying, hyping him up to when Kanki beats him, it's like, ooh, how did Kanki do that? Kanki Army, Central Army, report! The Kocho army is broken off from the enemy lines. They'll arrive here in half a day. They're coming after all. This is so bad. We better retreat now, or else the battle was already close enough. And now Kocho is bringing in another 150,000. And the boss, he said he'd leave it to us and went in his tent. We're dead. We're all gonna die. If you've been with him for so long, right, as his soldiers, if he left it to us, doesn't that mean we can just pack up and go? He said we can't. So that means we just have to fight, right? Maron, I can't understand him. He's insane, doesn't it? He's been with him for so long and he still doesn't quite get it. There's no point in fighting. There is so much more we can do if we retreat with our lives, but we're all going to die like fools. Quit your whining and just think of a plan, Maron. If the boss said to fight, we just have to fight and win. We've won countless battles at a disadvantage like this before. That's because there were few enough troops on the field for the elements of surprise to have effect. Now that we're under a great general and fight battles of a larger scale, victory is all about having the numbers. I agree. So fussy, and you call yourself Kanki's... I agree with you, fam. I agree with you. I'm honestly a bit surprised by the boss. I don't really get how powerful the 6 greats are just yet, but even if we're a big deal now, I don't think anything would change for the boss. This is something I noticed a while back, but this booze right here is what Zhao Nobleman drink. It's so damn good. Yeah, it really is incredible, but Kanki probably hasn't tasted it. You guys and I, back when we became one big gang all gathered under Kanki, running wild through the land. I feel like the booze we drank back then tasted better than this. It's the good old days. Your taste buds, alright, that's not what I'm the camaraderie. That's not what I'm talking about. We're not thirsty, so it doesn't really soak in the same way. Well, the fights for survival drinks are better than the ones that are just so easy pickings. Yeah, exactly. We didn't have anything at the time, but look at us now. That's what I'm saying. You're getting ahead of yourself, Marin. That's not what I meant. But the boss isn't. Even after becoming one of the 6 greats, even in this crazy battle, he's still the same. No, I'd say he's even crazier than before. I mean, hey, good guy, good. Isn't it the best? Just what will that man become? Let's do this, guys. We follow him because he's unpredictable and the most thrilling guy out there, right? I know. I'll join the right wing. You guys hurry up and join in too. And Marin, think of a plan to wipe Kocho from this earth. Righto-san, yeah. Yeah. We'll hear what the boss is thinking after the battle's over. Let's drink ourselves silly then. Why is it that we have this first? I've always wondered. I bet you have too. Just what the hell is Kanki fighting for? As he said, he just kind of wants... hey, just for the fun of it. I just kind of... see, some men just want to see the world burn. 13 years into the Emperor's reign, 234 BCE. Great General Kanki's 80,000 versus the army of Canton's guardian deity, Commander Kocho, 240,000 strong. 4 times as big. Not 4 times, 3 times as big. The battle begins. The insane plan commences. Lads, I'll be right back for the... is that the final chapter, the next one? I don't know. But I'll be right back for 677. I'll see you all then. I like this chapter a lot. This first. What is it that we're fighting for? Who knows? Let's just fight. This first. Let's just continue. I like this. I like this. I like this because we can't get these philosophical questions from like other people because they fight for the status. They fight for honor. They fight for pride. Here it's just survival, which is why I like the Kanki armies so lot. They're bandits. They're scumbags, but they're cool bandits and they're cool scumbags. And that's just the way it is. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one, everyone. Peace out and bye. Hello. So I've got about 5 minutes because the food is nearly finished. But not quite yet, so it's about 5 minutes. Kingdom chapter 677, so they're at 678, which means I'll have to do 678 later. Anyway, 677, the Hishin units aside, so the Hishin unit is finally getting into action. Okay? Good and evil are often distorted, especially on the battlefield. I like that Kingdom volume cover. That's pretty cool. Volume 61, wow, that's a lot of volumes. I mean, 677 makes sense. But yeah, Elhan, his spear, makes sense on a horse. You've got the reach, but they're not looking good. They're not looking good. Elhan is about to be surrounded. Then we just cut away. We cut royal capital of Zhao, Canton. My lord, like, what did they hear? Zhao Kingdom, Seika. My lord, they're all celebrating. The Hishin unit encampment, let me guess, they're being told that the Kanki army has lost. They've been defeated. Is that what it's supposed to be? Kocho army, the Hishin unit, Osen army, Hishin unit encampment. Damn it, we still haven't heard a thing. Osen's messenger yesterday said to stay put, but if he's not going to call for us, at least let us join Kanki. Isn't the Kanki army in trouble? Very big trouble. We've been getting regular reports from the intelligence unit about them. They've been on the back foot since day one. Huh? Since day one? So since they started fighting, it's already been 8 days indeed. The Kanki army's been at a disadvantage all along. The clash between the Kanki and Kocho army had already entered its 8th day, and the couriers only carried bad news from the front. Osen army main headquarters. Report from the eastern battlefield, the Kanki army has engaged their main army, but the enemy is cleaving through them at an increasing pace. What the hell are you planning, Kanki? Taking Kocho head on, you'll lose. I don't know how a bandit thinks, but you are wrong with your predictions. Kanki's plan wasn't to back off and then take the glory for himself. It's insane. He really intended to fight a losing battle? General Osen. I didn't realize that was Moten saying that. Okay. I suggest you deploy the Hishin unit. They're the strongest force closest to Kanki. Ooh. And they've been waiting for orders. I believe if they were to head to the Kanki army at once. Hey, you think you can brush aside Denver at me and make suggestions just cause you're Mobu's son? Then Remi's words, not mine. So, for the present, I am a general in this army. I will make suggestions if I want to. I will not move the Hishin unit. And why is that? Because he's waiting for Kanki to say do something. Kanki's request. He said, I'm free to use the Gakuka, but to keep the Hishin unit in the middle for future use. General Kanki said to keep the Hishin unit in the middle. Yes, in other words, the Hishin unit is for Kanki to use. Okay. Over here, Captain. The messenger's finally here. A messenger from the Kanki army has arrived. Hishin unit encampment. Orders from Great General Kanki to the Shin of the Hishin unit. All troops must join us for battle under double. Okay, off we go. Took long enough, Mr. Courier. What's the battlefield looking like? Not good. I'll fill you in on the way. We should get going now. Shin of the Hessian unit. In the end, we're joining Kanki. Ain't that a surprise? They sure made us wait. Susui. We're ready, of course. Alright, let's head out. Hessian unit! Oh! The Hessian unit, which together with the Kyokai unit, total 15,000 strong, set their sights on the battlefield between Kocho and Kanki and marches on. Okay. The Osen army was also informed of the Hessian unit's reinforcement order, but why now? Why wait this long? The entire Hessian unit is heading east. They're going at full steam, but reinforcements alone might not be enough to help Kanki. Finally, huh? If he was going to use them, shouldn't he have used? That's exactly what I should have said. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, what made him wait this long? It's a battle between 80,000 and 240,000. It's ridiculous to think a measly 15,000 will make a difference. The Hessian unit's strength surpasses its numbers. It might create an opportunity to regroup. No harm in hoping. Moten, tell me, what do you think Kanki's plan is? Kanki isn't what I'd call a meticulous strategist. He uses his instincts to fight. Frankly, he doesn't do anything pointless. So in other words, what are you saying? I'm saying, if I know Kanki, he's simply looking to take Kocho's head. And you've got Shin to do that. Oh, cute guy to do that. I see. That'd be quite a sidestep. Messenger. The Gyokuho must have joined the Kanki army by now. Do you know anything about them? The Gyokuho unit, they've joined the left wing, and if I'm honest, they're probably done for. The left wing has the worst of it. They've been all but decimated, including the Gyokuho. What? Osen's like, okay. Like my son, my former retainers, or some of them. Okay. What's wrong? We knew this would happen. Haha. I hope you're not thinking of calling him back to save him just because he's young. We can't give him special treatment just because he's on the younger side. He's not a kid, Moten. I know that. Of course I do. But Ohan just had a kid born in Kanju and he hasn't even seen his own child yet. That's a common thing. You've been ordering this around for a while now. I'm telling you to worry about him. He's your son. Osen's like, fam. You can't tell anything behind the mask, right? That's exactly why he's wearing it, so you can't tell anything about him. Moten-sama, enemies have started to move on the Gakuka side. Please return immediately. Got it. Is anything the matter, Moten? It's nothing. Don't you dare die, Ohon. You too, Shin. Good luck, and please get Ohon out of there. Shit. Oh, the glaive. I need him to have Duke Kiao's shield as well. I have to both. I hope when he becomes a great 6th grade general that he has the shield as well, because he only has the spear from Oki, but not the shield. Holy bad rate on the battle. So the battle is very bad. Unfortunately, I have to quickly leave, so I'll see you all for chapter. Oh no, chapter 678 isn't out yet. So that was the final chapter. All right, so. My thoughts on Kingdom. Wow, we're caught up then. Okay, my thoughts on Kingdom very quickly, just because again I need to check the food. Very much enjoyed this. Again, maybe I'm in a minority because I'm not in the middle of this war. I'm not fighting these incredible numbers. But like Kanki again defies reason. Kanki just is that kind of person. Most of them were saying he doesn't really, he doesn't play traditional warfare. He just like a very simple person. He just wants Kocho's head. Yes, but like Kanki plays people. That's the one thing I can tell about him, is that he plays people. We've seen all the generals fight, and out of all of them, I'd say Kanki is the most unique one. Osen is very similar to like a Riboku, which are like tactically amazing, tactically superior, but are also able to pick up on instinctual things. And then you've got the likes of Kanki, who I would say also pretty much more so instinctual, but more so he likes playing the people. Like instead of like focusing about like the numbers and strategies and battles and so on and so forth, like a typical general would, like a general like Osen would. I think that's maybe why Osen can't read Kanki, because Osen is such a traditional. Okay, I've got my strategy, I've got this, I've got that. Osen is that kind of person, whereas Kanki is more like, I don't need the strategies, I don't need all that. I need to know my target. Once I know my target, I can work around my target. That's all I need. Like a single-minded focus on his target and what his target will do, how his target will act, and then you just move around that and you maneuver around that target. You don't focus on your you don't focus on your numbers. You don't focus. It's raining heavy. You don't focus on your numbers. You don't focus on anything else. You just focus on your target. That's exactly what he's the kind of person. That's exactly the kind of person that he is. So that's my thought on this. Sorry, I usually would like to talk more, but again, I'm cooking right now, and food is, I don't know if it's burning or not, but yeah, I thought one chapter and I could take a break, but it turns out that was the last chapter. So we actually caught up, which is very fascinating. It's been a while since I've been caught up, but now we're caught up again. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will see all of you in the next one. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out and bye.